shit with the badass theme music. What is up, everybody? You're back with another episode of the Chronically Motivated Project. Back from a brief hiatus. From the people who are watching on YouTube, you can see I changed my office around a little bit. Got a new microphone, new setup. Today I wanted to talk about something I thought about, I think it was yesterday morning. I woke up. As soon as I woke up, I could barely open my eyes. And I reached over from my phone, patting everything down, everything falling off my dresser. I grabbed my phone, I can barely see, and I start swiping through Instagram, seeing how many likes and how many comments, if I got any more DMs, creepy DMs. I started just checking my social media. And it was such a habit, such an ingrained habit. I operate my business off of social media, so I tend to use that as a scapegoat or a reasoning as to why I'm on social media so much, but I'm on way too much. You probably are too. But that kind of bothered me, where I noticed the habit. I noticed going through the motions. I noticed seeking validation for something I don't need validation for. Like likes, comments, and all that. That's cool and all, but it's not. That doesn't pay my bills. That doesn't help me. It doesn't help you. So it got me thinking on today's topic, which is the addiction of approval. Almost everything we do in life now is seeking approval. You know, we operate with this sense of wanting to get approval from other people who also want to get approval from other people. Now, a sense of approval is a necessity. It's almost like a human necessity to live. We want to be approved. We want to have... we want to be a part of a group. We want to be a part of something, part of a community, whether it's family, friends, anything like that. But there's a thin line between wanting to be a part of something or wanting approval and needing approval, or being addicted to approval, changing the way you live and act and what you wear and how you respond to people because you want to be approved. You need that you crave that approval from other people, maybe because it makes you feel better, maybe because it feels good. The dopamine release. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter, and it's the neurotransmitter of reward. It's those sinful pleasures, gambling, food, sex, cheating, and really approval. Getting likes and comments and people swiping right or left on your Tinder or your whatever account you're using now, plenty of matches.com or whatever. You want to feel like people want you. You want to feel like people approve of you. You want that social validation that, you have to be able to feel like you're a part of something. Now, that's only a problem when it stops making you who you are. When you stop having your opinions, or you start throwing away your opinions because you don't want to be an outlier. You don't want to lose the approval of social media or lose the approval of your friends or people around you. We all have an inherent right to be who we are. But with social media, it's kind of creating a bubble of who people should be. And people are conforming to this bubble. So they lose their authenticity in order to gain approval from a group that is so superficial it does nothing for you aside from detract from who you are and the value you add as a person to society. It's kind of sad. You have to be able to respect your own right to your opinion first. But social media makes that fucking hard. It really does. I'm guilty of it more so than a lot of people might be. Do you find yourself constantly checking your phone to see if more people have liked your status or that new picture you took? Or if someone texts you, or, what feelings do you get? It's okay, like I said, to want approval, but it's not okay to need it. It's not okay to rely on it or to be obsessive about it. When you hear your phone ring, there's that excitement, that dopamine release, like, I wonder what it is. I wonder who's validating me on what. Did someone text me because they're thinking about me? Did someone like that picture? Did someone not like that picture? Why isn't this picture so popular? Why am I not? Maybe it's the Instagram algorithm. Maybe it's the outfit I wore. Maybe I should change my outfit. Maybe. What the fuck is going on? Why are we questioning ourselves and the things we wanted to do because they didn't get enough likes on fucking Instagram, or no one retweeted your shit for those people who still use Twitter or your email, you know? Like, what the fuck is it about needing this approval today that we have to change, or we choose to change what we wear and how we act and how we respond because we want to fit in, you know? That whole cliche shit, we're born to stand out, it's true. Like, not we're born to stand out, but we're born as individuals and we become conformists to fucking what social media says we should be. Well, if you're hashtag fitness or hashtag fit girl, you should look like a hashtag fit girl. Or if you're a hashtag physique guy, you should look like a physique guy. Or if you're a hashtag gamer, you should play this game. Like, what the fuck kind of crevices are we supposed to fit in? Why don't we just enjoy ourselves? You know, why do we have to get approval from people? You know, we constantly live by these vanity metrics that almost end up deciding how valuable we are. We let them decide how valuable we are. Well, this one didn't get enough likes, so that means I was ugly that day. No, that doesn't fucking mean that at all. It means no one fucking liked your picture, and that doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, you know? And it's not just people who it's not just normal people, you know? Celebrities do this shit. They're constantly having photos retouched to, it makes them feel good, but it also gives this wrong impression. And then that wrong impression leads to other people wanting to feel approved, so they start doing bad shit to their body. We go into the whole body positivity or lack thereof, where people think because they don't look a certain way, they can't fit in, or because they're not muscular enough, or they're too muscular, or because they don't follow their family's path. You know, we're constantly looking for approval when we need to be looking for our own value that we're going to add to the world, our own individuality, our own authenticity that we can bring to the table. You know, if there's fucking two people at the table and they're both bringing the same shit, one person's not needed. You know, we're looking for approval from a group of people who are all wearing the same mask. To me, that's shit, you know? It's the addiction part of it that kills me too. Just like a drug addict, that feeling of getting a lot of engagement on social media, or that feeling of getting a lot of attention because of a blog post or because of a magazine or because of something you did. You know, that feeling is addicting. It's like a drug. But like a drug, that feeling is fleeting. So we seek it again and again and again, and we're constantly chasing that high that does nothing to better you, but just makes you feel superficially good. That's it. It does nothing for you. It adds no value to your life. Honestly, what it really does is kind of takes you down from your self-worth, and it kind of makes you a slave to what other people think. And sometimes not even what other people think. What other people think based on trends that are going on right now. Temporary trends are dictating how you live your permanent and one and only life. That's kind of mind-blowing to me, you know? Social media intensifies the satisfaction of being part of a group and the pain of being excluded from a group. There's this pleasure-pain thing that drives us to this addiction level of approval, where we feel so good when we're in that group, when we're accepted as that group of whatever you do, you know, whether it's pretty guy or pretty girl, or fit guy, fit girl, or, you know, rebel guy, rebel girl. It doesn't matter. We're looking to be in this group. We want to be in this clique. And if you say you don't, you're a fucking liar. If you say you don't want to be like anyone and you just hate everyone, that's the group you're trying to be a part of. And if you're fighting to be a part of that group, to be seen as that person, No one gives a fuck how you want to be seen. And you shouldn't give a fuck about how you want to be seen. You should give a fuck about who you are and how you are. That's it. Not how you want to be seen by other people. You live your life through your eyes, not other people's. But that pain of being excluded is what drives people to depression, drives people to changing who they are, you know? And I'm talking a lot about social media because that's a lot of where my business and my life revolves around, unfortunately. But it's in the workplace too, you know? Do you change how you respond? Do you change your opinion on something when someone disagrees with you? Do you get upset when someone disagrees with you? Do you cower and do you just agree with them and let go of your feelings and your opinions? If you do, then you're seeking approval. That's what you're doing. You become a doormat. You let people walk all over you because you'd rather gain the approval of someone than to clash with them and potentially risk being excluded because of your originality and your authenticity. That's the shitty part. And that shit happens all the time. I could name drop a shit ton of people that I've worked with in the past that are like that. And it's unfortunate because those people are going to get run over by the people who manipulate and don't care. They don't care as long as they can get their way. So the people that are addicted to that approval, even outside of social media, you do yourself such a disservice by becoming addicted to other people's approval because you'll never be able to gain the approval of everyone. You'll never be able to do that. And I fell victim to that for a long time, wanting to be approved by everyone, wanting to be liked by everyone. And that's a surefire way to become depressed. It's a surefire way to just not be happy with yourself because you're constantly fighting for something you can't control. How other people think, how other people respond, and fucking Instagram's algorithm. Let's be real. You're constantly fighting for something, you know? There's this mass anxiety of seeking approval based on these vanity metrics and based on, you know, people's opinions they just don't matter, you know? We value people's opinions of ourselves more than our opinions of ourselves, or we just don't even have an opinion of ourselves. And if we do, our opinion of ourselves is based on other people's opinions of ourselves, which makes no fucking sense at all. It makes no sense, you know? We need to stop caring about if other people like us. The real fucking question is, do you like you? That's the real question. Do you like you? Do you support you? Do you value your own opinion enough to stand your ground when you believe in something and not cower down and change because you want someone else's approval? Be real with you. You know, for me personally, the social media thing, not being addicted to the validation of if I posted a good picture, if I posted a good video. It sounds really weird to hear me say that, but it is a thought in the back of my mind, you know, and it is for a lot of people. That's why social media is so successful today. Aside from connecting people, it gives people that validity. It gives people that sense of approval, and that feels good. That dopamine release feels fucking good. But you gotta catch that shit because that shit will take over, just like drugs, just like gambling, just like anything else. That feeling, that high will take over. And it'll change your life for the worst. Don't be addicted to approval. Be addicted to being you. And fuck what people think. For the most part. Hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. That wraps up the Chronically Motivated project for this week. I will be back next Monday, dropping another episode. Listen to my awesome outro music. And I will talk to you guys next week. Thanks.